Marc Merget is a man about to make history. In this never-before-seen footage, he'll pioneer the very future of mankind, walking for the first time in 11 years. Believe it or not, he's the world's first functioning cyborg. Part man, part machine.
Je redécouvre que j'ai toujours des jambes, et encore mieux que ça, c'est qu'elles peuvent me servir à me mettre debout et à avancer.
Marc severed his spinal cord in a violent car accident in 1989, an accident he was lucky to survive. It was tough, but Marc adjusted to life as a paraplegic, eventually even raising a family. But Marc's life would soon change in ways no one would have expected. For the past 2 decades, a talented team of medical researchers based in France have been working on a radical new cure for spinal cord injuries. The team was headed up by a true visionary, Dr. Pierre Habichon.
The goal was for more than 20 years to try to restore locomotion in paralyzed person.
The team was now ready to test their work. Marc's severe spinal injuries qualified him as the ideal candidate. The muscles in his legs would still work if there were just a way to reconnect them to his brain. In a remarkably complex 14-hour operation, an electronic microchip containing more than 50,000 transistors is implanted into Marc's abdomen. From there, a dozen electrodes are directly wired from the implant to muscle nerve fibers in Marc's legs. After recuperating from the operation, Marc and his physiotherapist go to work. This revolutionary computer program is actually telling Marc's muscles how to move. Once Marc gives the okay, the technician sends an electrical signal through this handheld transmitter, a signal that then travels into the microchip implanted in Marc's stomach. Amazingly, that in turn controls the leg muscles. It's so incredibly complex that in the beginning, progress is slow. Complicating matters, Marc's muscles have been degenerating for more than 10 years. But before he could try walking, Marc first had to learn how to stand. After months of trial and error, it was time to test the idea. At the official press conference unveiling the new technology, Marc attempts to stand on his own 2 feet. Incredibly, it's the first time in 11 years.
La première fois que je me suis mis debout, c'était une sensation assez fabuleuse. Je me suis dit, ouf, ça marche.
After intensive therapy, Marc is finally able to stand for 30 minutes. The medical team now agrees. It's time for him to try walking. Once more, the computer helps Marc to stand. Then he gives the technician the command to begin.
Vas-y, voir à gauche.
The steps are small, but for the first time in 11 years, Marc is walking again. And with computers constantly getting smaller, Marc's first steps represent a bionic future, where robotic and human parts are one.
Parce que j'ai remarqué qu'en fait, plus je m'en sers, plus c'est facile.
Of course, it's not finished. It's just the beginning of something. We can improve the quality of life of the patient. That is, for me, the best thing.